music that I love the most, my biggest passion. It means expression of things that aren't always easy to talk about: heartbreak, despair, maybe some depression. But I think what it means most to me is like finding somebody else that feels the same way that I do about something and was able to like put it into an art form that's so relatable. It gets a lot of flack for maybe celebrating bad things in life, but it's not all bad. Sometimes recognizing the bad is good. It helps you process and deal and ultimately move on. But that's just a part of it. It helped me find a scene in high school when I thought I didn't have anyone, and I found a bunch of like-minded groups, and I made friends that I still have to this day, bands I still listen today. But some of my favorite memories of high school were going to see local bands or big touring bands with a group of friends and just having the time of our lives. If I were to name all the bands that were the most important to me, it'd be a list a mile long, but there's always going to be the special few that you remember always. Some of my favorite bands, especially in high school, were Thursday and The Fall of Troy, and even some local bands like A Hope for Home. They were a big one. We saw them a bunch of times, every single time we could. And then as you get older, you find this thing in music where sometimes you get trapped in a generation, and that's your generation of music. It's the music you went to high school with, and I was always going to be the guy that never happened to, and luckily I just kept finding new music, and there's bands today that I love just as much now as I did the high school bands. And so that's really important that I just keep finding new music and new things to be passionate about, because if you just end up being the guy that only likes AC/DC because that's the band that you liked in high school, then there's really no room for development.
Wait another day.